Hey guys, I made this tarantula, as you might have already known my name on the first video. I made this tarantula by myself, by my own imagination, and I have a big box of Legos right upstairs. As you could see, count the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to these, it's kind of confusing. It looks like there's 10 legs since there's 4 right here, 4 right here, and 8 plus 2 is basically 10, but there's actually 8 legs. These two appendages are called palps, or also called pedipalps. The pedipalps are stuff used to pull food closer to the spider's mouth. Every spider seems to have 10 legs, and the tarantula has the largest. The tarantula has one of the largest palps. This tarantula looks really small, but for actual size, it's something like 4 inches and 3 centimeters. Well, yeah, next video I'll show you how to make this. And another thing, you know? Yes, it can fly, it stings, it eats bees, and its sting can be pretty painful. It's an insect, has great eyesight, and has 2 large wings. Did you guess it? You may pause the video when you guess for guessing. Type it in comments. Correct answer is a wasp. A hornet. Correct answer is a hornet. As I made the wings really structurable, you can see the tarantula is not in its actual color. Most tarantulas are black to brown, but I ran out of brown or black colors, so I started using random colors. Same with this hornet. I ran out of yellow since I didn't even have yellow. I did have yellow like this or this, but 2 pieces is not enough for a huge hornet. As you might have imagined, I never made a bee since I think it's too much time. Bees have extra things to do, like hair, tiny mandibles. That means I had to shrink this by 4 or 5. And you'll learn about these amazing features, the amazing features of these 2 animals. One of them in the arachnid, and another one of them in the insect. The hornet is in the insect, and in the arachnid, the tarantula. As you might have seen, I made it pretty good, as you might have known. Well, since I'm only a kid, my dad and my mom, and I have a baby brother at least 1 year old, my mom and dad thinks I am a Lego artist. I actually am. I make hornets, scorpions, I have one upstairs, wasps if I wanted to, and centipedes, like I had one, but it broke because of my baby brother stepping on it, on every single piece. Anything that's interesting to me, everything that interesting does have attack scene, like centipedes, and it's got to be in the arachnid and the bug in section, as you might have known. The tarantula has gigantic fangs, and you might have noticed, or you might have not, the bottom part looks way more difficult than the front part, but actually it's not hard at all. Even the back part, the bottom part. The spider is doing a backflip. Ow, hit its abdomen. actually isn't hard at all. The main things that are hard is the places of where the eyes and where the abdomen is. So, you want to learn them? Go on to our next video. It has 8 eyes, 2 fangs, which actually are filled with water, just to have a trick that it has venom. Watch, the water is going to trickle onto me since there's holes. Watch. Oh my goodness! I felt the water on me. That means the venom has flowed on me. Just kidding. That's not venom. Okay, you might have already known that it's not venom since I already told you it's water, not venom. It's pure water, and it's drinkable. So yeah, as you might have known, the abdomen has holes for making silk. We'll then move on for the wasp. This wasp is a giant wasp known as the Japanese giant hornet. You might have known. You might have known something, but the head and the thing is the problem I made is the head is too small for such a body size, from abdomen to thorax. But you can see I made it pretty well for a kid since I'm only an 8-year-old. See? Its stinger can pulsate from here to here. And its wings can also move too. And you couldn't open the mandibles unless you ripped it open. You might have known or you might have not known. Have you ever noticed the stinger? If you did, leave a comment. If you didn't, leave a comment to say that you did it. Okay, I tell you that this hornet was a lot harder than making this tarantula. The main reason was that I couldn't find a square that was perfect the size for this hornet. And, okay, I'd probably say that this wing is actually perfect for such a body size on a hornet. Okay, then you'll learn about their amazing features now. Hornet will start. Which one would we start off? Type it in comments if you did want to. If you say tarantula on the next video, okay. If you say tarantula, then you might have got. Then just say tarantula for simply. I couldn't come up with anything better. Starting off with the tarantula. This tarantula is the smallest species of tarantula on Earth. I don't know what the name of it is, but I for sure know that it's only 4 inches and 3 centimeters long. Though it looks tiny since we're far away from the view, the actual size of it is 4 inches, 3 centimeters. It has amazing speeds. It may run up to speeds of like this. When attacking or retreating, it may go at speeds of this. Now we'll move on to the hornet. Okay, the tarantula is tortoise-like compared for the speedy hornet. The hornet, the Asian giant hornet, is fast, at least the speed of 15 to 25 miles per hour. That's mostly faster than most human beings. The fastest I could handle is probably 13 or 14 miles per hour. This giant hornet is hasty, and it's at least a mile faster than me. Okay, let's just say, okay, we'll move on back to the tarantula. The tarantula has an advantage for any reason. Ow, one of its legs fell off. There. Hey, stop falling off. There. So, it has an advantage. You already know the advantage, right? It's the legs. It has more legs than an insect. Since it's not an insect. It's an arachnid. It's 8 legs. And the hornet has an advantage of speed. So, okay. For venom, I'd probably say that the tarantula loses and the hornet wins. For eyesight, the hornet wins again. For making silk, the tarantula wins. Let me see. I couldn't come up with anything other. For 2 body sections, the tarantula wins. For how many eyes, tarantula wins. The hornet wins. The hornet has thousands of eyes, though it looks like it only has 5. There's 3 small eyes on the top of the hornet's head, and there's 2 large eyes on one side of it. The 2 large eyes actually contain a bunch of other eyes. Now let's move the tarantula away. And you might have known. Okay, you might have known if you're a kid, or you might have not known if you're not a kid. I mean, you might have known if you're not a kid, or if you seriously. If you are a kid, like something like 2 years or younger, oh my goodness, 5 years or 4 years or younger than that, then you probably may have not noticed, but older than that, you might have noticed. Do you see anything on the legs? All of these are blue except for this one. Now, did you notice the trouble now? Now look at the hornet is hasting around. La, la, la. The tarantula has an advantage of speed when it attacks. The hornet has a speed advantage of speed when hunting. So what will happen if these 2 species meet? Let's just say the more bigger, the more likely it will win. But this time it breaks the rule. This time, stop falling off. This time, it depends on eyesight. Well, the tarantula knows there's something nearby when it senses something with its hairs. I didn't have enough things to do the hairs, and since I didn't want to. Okay, let's just say the hornet flipped the tarantula over. And with a powerful sting, it plunged its stinger into the soft belly and flew away. The tarantula freezes in place. The hornet stings it multiple times, getting annoyed by its stillness. When it came back, it still didn't move. It was like, what the heck? Stop. So then it flipped it over and bit a chunk. The legs moved, but then it quickly stopped moving. It flipped it back over. Tarantula still didn't move. Then it chomped it up there. Still didn't move. It rashed onto the eyes. Still didn't move. It stung it again. It still didn't move. The hornet was getting annoyed that it wasn't moving, but the main reason was because it was paralyzed. Okay, let's just say the hornet dragged the heavy tarantula back to its colony. But the tarantula let's just say the tarantula was so heavy, it had to call its pheromone, and a few more hornets had to fly by to carry it. And after that, there were 100 hornets carrying this heavy tarantula. Then they dragged it, finally made it back there. And not after long, the tarantula was being feasted by the gigantic wasps. Okay, you might have known. But maybe it's already passed by. Let me see. It's already passed 16 minutes, 3 or 4 seconds now. Now, what you do when you see them, it's pretty obvious. What you need to do is to just get the pest control, unless you want to keep them as pets. And bye. See you on the next video.